Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
This is Naruto Shippuden, episode 153. What happened last time?
Last time, we got the full flashback of Naruto's conversation with Itachi. Definitely very confusing for Naruto. He's got a lot on his mind. And then they also tell him that Jiraiya is dead, and he left that he thinks Naruto is like basically the chosen one. Mm-hmm. And there's a secret message that no one knows what it says. So Naruto is dealing with a lot of weird shit right now.
Very confusing time.
Really confused. Like, I just imagine for him this is like a super confusing moment because he was already conflicted about Itachi dying because Itachi was behaving like super weirdly, and then he died immediately after, and Naruto's gotta be being like, what does this mean? Yeah. Like, did he know he was going to die? What is he talking about Sasuke coming and killing everyone? Like, what is does he know something that I don't know? And if so, why is he telling me? And then at the same time, then he's like still thinking about that, still doesn't know what to make about that, and then they tell him that his teacher died, and he's just like, I can't fucking win here. Like, it's just a rough, like, it's a rough moment for everyone, but Naruto is disproportionately taking on a lot of that right now, because obviously no one knows about the stuff with Itachi, and he was really close to Jiraiya, so it's just a really rough time for Naruto.
Indeed. And the Raikage as well is looking at sending out people or going to retrieve his brother.
And apparently Sasuke is healing up and then on his way to the Leaf Village. So,
well, hope you guys enjoy the reaction. We're getting right into it. Naruto Shippuden episode 153. Hope you like and subscribe if you like Naruto Shippuden. Hope you check out patreon.com/Boldcast. That's linked in the description. You can get uncuts and a week ahead on Naruto. Check that out if you're interested. There's a bunch of other cool stuff there as well. But we hope you enjoy and support the official release. But let's go. Naruto Shippuden episode 153.
Naruto, wait. Where are you going? If the pervy sage had been the fifth Hokage, he wouldn't have let Granny Tsunade take a risk like that.
Animation upgrade.
Naruto! Please, Sakura, enough. Just drop it. Let him be for now. But milady...
I can see that this child truly loved and admired Jiraiya boy. Makes me hope more than anything that he is the child of prophecy.
that like led perfectly into the intro.
Yeah, literally they did the film grain like the intro and everything, and then it was Jiraiya pulling it out from behind his back. That was great, actually. I never noticed that.
That was really good. That was really nice.
Tsunade girl. Tsunade girl.
Are you doing all right, milady? Yes. I'm fine now.
She's the last one.
You've received some very sad news. No one can blame you for being distraught. But that said, you have a vital duty to perform. You must protect the village. It's essential that you stay strong.
I know.
In addition to the message he's put on my back, he's given us other leads as well. A hidden rain ninja that Jiraiya boy managed to capture is inside the belly of that. And one last thing remains. Inside this toad is one of the bodies of pain that Jiraiya boy managed to kill. One of the...
Almost forgot about that.
Pain's body?
Fucking Jiraiya, it wasn't just a message. He it's so
like,
crazy.
Had it all.
He has so many, he gave him so much to work with. It's like, he sacrificed himself, but it wasn't just like the pain is this.
He set up the body thing before he even went out for the last time. Oh.
I'd snag that poster.
Oh, there they are.
They're playing like the sad music over his tomfoolery.
And getting inspiration for my next novel.
Disgusting sound.
I'm glad they didn't show it.
Is that the legendary Renegon?
That's
Quick,
correct.
extract it.
If we study this body, I believe we may find...
Put one of them in Kakashi's other eye.
Shinobi's corpse is full of information. We'll need skilled medical ninja, and then we'll launch a full autopsy.
Luckily, the three most skilled in the world are standing in this room.
Right. I'll take care of it.
The photo's very clear. I have given you everything that was entrusted to me.
Yes, indeed.
I will return home now, but let me know what you find. Since Jiraiya Boy's student is here, you can send him to contact me at Mount Nyoboku.
Thank you very much. I promise you, we will find a way somehow to defeat pain.
Oh, that's where he was standing when he came back to the village.
Now listen, Naruto. I only have 3 years to get you strong enough to stand on your own. We'll spend that time training, but it won't be easy, so be prepared to work hard.
I'm ready, trust me. And this time, I'm gonna bring Sasuke back for sure. There's no time to waste, so let's get going.
What is that toad? That's so creepy looking.
There's no such thing as lame training, and you'd know that if you weren't such a complete fool!
That toad is freaking me out. Whoa.
Whoa.
Animation.
You aren't the only one here who knows how to use the shadow clones. Sometimes you're still so naive. It'd take you 100 years before you could beat me.
No way. I can't wait 100 years. Just watch. Next time.
Got his new outfit.
A little big for him.
Nice. Man, this is a cool outfit.
Well now, they do say the clothes make the man.
That's cool, showing him getting the outfit.
Naruto. I hear you've been real active on missions lately. Everyone in the village is talking about you.
Whoa.
Hey, you and I should go somewhere and catch up. How about we hit up Ichiraku for some ramen?
Maybe later.
He literally just turned down Ichiraku ramen. Wow, that's it.
Says it all right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Want me to do this now?
That's right. Take that over to them right away.
To
The
who?
guys in the Cypher division don't work this late. But
Lady Tsunade has been very busy all day.
well, the same goes for me.
Shikamaru, please don't.
God, women are such a drag. It just pulls that one out at the worst possible time.
You know, you've become even more beautiful than before.
And you haven't changed a bit.
Promise me, if I do actually manage to make you back alive. I'm only kidding, Tsunade. You know, I'm really quite grateful to you.
Well, hello there. I'm Jiraiya. You can send love letters later. Nice to meet you.
You stupid fool.
You fool.
It's kind of interesting area.
It kind of reminds me of that scene in Wolf Children when they're on the stairs, like walking around the city.
Naruto? I heard what happened to Master Jiraiya.
watching over me. I wanted him to see me become Hokage, but I only showed him the worst, most uncool side of me. I'm still so...
Listen to me. All Jiraiya ever had was praise for you. He always boasted about you. He kept saying that you were like his own grandchild. It's true. He had faith that you were the one who'd inherit his will, and he truly believed that you would become a wonderful Hokage one day. He's still watching, and he always will be, even at this very minute. No matter where he is, I know that he wouldn't be happy to see you this upset and sad. Naruto, just go back to being the you he praised so highly. Cheer up, for you are a distinguished student of one of the legendary Sanin, acknowledged by the great Jiraiya himself.
Thanks, Iruka-sensei.
So, how's it going?
This is definitely not a code from the Hidden Leaf. It doesn't correspond to any of our algorithms. But considering that Jiraiya wrote this in his final moments, I wouldn't think he could come up with a code that's too terribly complex. It's a string of numbers, so it has to be a shared key encryption.
Can you decode it?
Frankly, without the key, it's impossible to decipher the code.
The key?
Yes. Basically, without knowing the rules that govern this code, we simply can't decrypt it. Unless we can find something from Jiraiya's life that could be the key, I doubt we'll ever crack the code.
So then, where do you suggest we start looking?
I wouldn't know how, I'm afraid. But perhaps someone that was close to him would recognize it. Perhaps they would know the key.
He could have come up with this encryption hastily, to prevent the enemy from discerning his message. We can be sure of nothing. Consider who he could have meant the message for, and go and ask them. Perhaps then you'll find some clues.
Well, that would be Lady Tsunade or Kakashi Sensei. Well, thank you very much. If I find out anything, I'll come right back.
Sure, I'll be home in bed, so just come by the house, okay? What about you, Shiho?
Oh, well, somebody's gotta stay behind, right?
30
Shikamaru is so cool.
106.
Does anything come to mind at all? Did any of these numbers ever come up in a conversation with Jiraiya that you can recall?
There are pages in his book.
You think so?
I think so.
This one, 106.
Master Jiraiya?
Or
It's easily 106. What is? 106 centimeters. No, it's not. Nothing's coming to me. Why don't you try Lady Tsunade or Naruto next?
I love he's got the spiral on his door.
Terrific. He's not home.
Hey, Shikamaru. What's up? What do you want?
Well, for starters,
just so different
How about
from
letting me
normal
come in?
Naruto.
do these numbers mean anything to you? Hey, Naruto, you still with me or what?
He's really messed up.
Naruto!
Are you dead?
Oh, right. Sorry. So, what'd you say?
All right, you're coming with me. Let's go.
To where?
Just come on.
What a bro.
Why'd you bring me here?
Just wait. Ah, there she is.
Huh? Kunai-sensei?
That's right.
Were you hospitalized for eating too much barbecue? You're bigger than Chucky!
She's pregnant. Oh, wait, you're
Oh
still
my
not
He's so fat.
Shikamaru, you know, you don't have to come every time. Sorry, no can do. Asuma made me promise him.
What did Asuma-sensei ask you to do?
Their child will be my student.
Huh?
I'm being serious. He entrusted me with that. I heard about Master Jiraiya. Having lost my teacher just like you, I understand exactly what you're going through right now. But whining and sulking won't make things better. Face it, both of us are way past that point in our lives. Asuma-sensei imparted a lot of knowledge to me. Some lessons were important, some not so much. It didn't matter. The same for you, right? An infinite number of priceless things. So I think it's time for us to step up.
How so?
To stop being students and become teachers. It's gonna be a drag, but we can't keep complaining. Eventually, you'll be the one paying for the ramen. And someone will be calling you Naruto-sensei. After all, we can't stay brats forever. Not if we want to become cool shinobi. Like the type of shinobi that Asuma and Jiraiya both were.
You're right. Shikamaru, thank you.
Shikamaru just always knows what to say. He just always knows what to do.
Shikamaru's such a bro.
So cool.
Oh my god. Is there a better thing he could have said there? I literally don't think so.
Shikamaru just has this... It's so weird because he's...
Such a drag.
Because he... Especially, like, when you first meet him and, like, how he seems to appear, or, like, the air that he puts off, like...
Lazy misogynist.
Lazy, doesn't care, everything's a drag, I'm so, like, bored of everything, but really he's so mature for... Like, he seems really immature of, like, oh, what a drag for, like, literally anything.
Yeah.
But he's actually, like, really emotionally mature, even when he was a child, to, like... see what Choji needed, and you know, start that friendship in a way that wasn't like weird, or he has this way of being able to comfort people without just being like, oh, they're there.
He really gets to like the heart of the matter, really.
He really like sees what they're going through, like feels it for himself, and then responds in a way that is like helping to move forward in a better direction, but not just brushing past what happened.
Yeah.
Like with Naruto, it's like, yeah, I know exactly what you're going through.
Because I literally
and
just
this
went
is
through
what
it.
helped me. Mm-hmm. And I think it will help you too. But he's not just like, oh, suck it up, Naruto. Time to be a grown... Like, that's kind of what he's saying, but the way that he's framing it...
is hopeful rather than
just
like...
it's not just, oh, you have to grow up and move on and stop being a kid. It's like, you know, it like really sucks, but the only way, like the best way to move on with this is to become that person for someone else. That's the most important thing that you can do. And you know, that's what Jiraiya would have wanted. It's
like even Aruka said good things too, but it was more just like, you know, you're the student of the great Jiraiya. Don't you know, you got this, Naruto. Don't be sad because he's still watching over you. It's like, thanks, Aruka Sensei, but I'm still fucking depressed, and it doesn't change the fact that he's dead and I'm alone. So and then Shikamaru gives him somewhere to go.
Both parts of that were good because Aruka like helps Naruto like really sort of understand how he feels about Jiraiya and how Jiraiya felt about him, and it stops him from feeling guilty about being a shithead.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people feel like that. Just like either about their parents or like in this case their teachers, of like you don't notice until like you get older or like your parents get older or like, in this case, like, Jiraiya dies, and then Naruto's like, wow, I was just a piece of shit. I was complaining about everything, like, completely taking it for granted. And I feel bad about that. And then Iruka's like, no, like, Jiraiya didn't think of it like that. He cared about you and was really proud of you and everything that you did. But that wasn't helping Naruto have anywhere to go. He was just feeling slightly better about it, but also slightly worse. Because then knowing that Jiraiya really cared about him makes it better because he feels less guilty, but he also still feels sad about it.
Yeah.
But now Shikamaru comes in with the second part of that, which is how to find a way forward.
I really like that speech because it gives a good sense of, like, progression in the story. It, like, gives you a real, like, Shikamaru saying that, like, oh, I'm going to be the teacher and you're going to be a teacher one day too. So, like, and and also the fact that he said, like, it's time to stop acting like kids and take on that responsibility, because it feels like right now it's less like, and the fact that Kurenai is pregnant with the child that will be Shikamaru's pupil, like, it gives, like, a sense of, presence, like it's happening right now, like we're already upon this stage of your life, so like it just gives a good sense of progression from when they were kids and like just graduated from the academy and now they're like getting ready to take on that responsibility for themselves. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And the popsicle and Tsunade.
I can't believe at the beginning of this episode, the popsicle right before the OP,
that was an incredible transition.
Genius move. Like, that was just a genius thing to put in there. And then they focus on the popsicle later as well. Really cool.
Awesome stuff. And now Shikamaru and Naruto
have the
are
code.
they're going to be decrypting the
I
code.
love those, like, code cracker guys just, like...
Cipher core.
Cipher core, they're just like, well, you know, we don't have the answer, so we're not even gonna, like... I don't know, I feel like, oh, you can just talk to some people. It's like, I would be looking at anything he's ever written, like any of his books, any of his manuscripts, any of his scrolls that he had, any of his belongings, anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's, like, things
You're treating this very casually when this is,
yeah,
like,
you're
the
just like,
biggest...
oh, you woke me up in the middle of the night, but since I don't have the fucking answer sheet right in front of me, there's nothing I can do. It's like, you're, like... Are you dumb? Okay, I'm sorry, but what do you do when you intercept an enemy-coded thing? What, do you just say, oh, too bad, we can't...
Yeah, we don't have the answers, so I guess we're fucked.
This might be someone planning to attack us, but we're just gonna say whatever. Like, what are you talking about? Jiraiya made this...
What do we pay you for?
Jiraiya made this code so that you could break it. I'm sure, and you're saying, oh, well, maybe he just made it up at the last second and therefore we'll never be able to do it. It's like, no, Jiraiya is a smart guy and he made this for the Leaf Village to get information, and you're just like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Go ask some random people with no experience in codes.
Yeah.
I'm like... fuck off. Like, seriously, fuck you.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna give any other tips other than, oh, talk to some people about these numbers when you're supposed to be the guy who can, like, notice patterns and, like, find things out.
This is literally your job and you're just giving up and saying you handle it.
Are you telling me that they have a team to decode things and all you do is... oh, it must be this code. I'm going to take this answer sheet. Oh, this is A, this is B. Like, what the fuck? What are we paying you for? You guys are useless. Anyone can do that. The whole point of having a team like that, or so I thought, in a military village, is to learn and, like, decipher things that you don't know the key for.
Yeah.
You're supposed to, like, run past all these ideas until you find what could be the answer and, like, try out everything.
Yeah.
That just made me mad. That just made me genuinely angry. Because that's just stupid. Like, that's just actually dumb. You're just lazy at that point if you're not going to... It's just like, well, I didn't know him. I'm sure he must have told someone at one point what each of these numbers meant. I don't know. My theory is maybe something to do with his books. something to do with maybe things that he taught Naruto, although that would be specific because there's goes up to 207, which is like a very high, like a high number. If it was like rules or something, like if say he, and that hadn't been previously established, like, you know, some things like, oh, rule
206.
that's a lot, but you never know. However, I do think that they are going to be able to break it, but I'm just annoyed at those Cypher guys for being so, like, they just give up before they even started. And I'm like, what are you? I don't know. I'm just like, this could, the number one evil organization in the world is so secretive. You guys don't know anything about them, and he has handed to you the most important thing he could have told you with his dying breath, and yet you're just like, oh well, we don't know what it is, so guess we'll never know. Fuck off.
All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Unless you just want to go. Do you want to go on another rant about the same thing?
I'm done.
Okay. See you guys in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.